Hello, everybody. Welcome to The Climb is Mine. I'm Charolina. This podcast is my accountability, a space where I share my wins, losses, and lessons as I grow stronger in my mind, body, and soul. I wanted to start this year taking care of my body right off the bat. After the holidays, I wasn't feeling too well. I definitely got off track. I indulged in all the goodness and yumminess that the holidays have to offer, eating panettone, pan de jamon, cookies, baked goods, you name it. Only stuff that you could get through the season. And I gained probably around, 6-7 pounds. And for me, I could definitely feel it. I can feel it everywhere. And besides feeling it on my body, clothes wise, I feel it mentally. My mood shifts. I just don't feel like myself. Also, in regards to my body, physically, I can feel it in my knees. Once I gain a little more weight, I can feel it in my knees when I walk up and down the stairs. That's why I try to keep my weight at a certain level. So I could definitely feel that immediately. My back flares up. I can feel tension there, inflammation. From all the sugar, from all the processed foods, all that stuff is not good for us. And I generally eat very healthy. I don't eat really any processed foods. I'm kind of like on a very strict diet, very low on sugars. I juice every day. I don't eat sweets or anything like that for the most part. So when I indulge, it definitely affects me in all the aspects. I was feeling not energized, not in my peak self, I guess I would say, and my focus was off. It's just crazy how the food affects me. So at the beginning of the year, I did last week. This is my second week. I did it last week and I did it this week, but I fasted, and I just wanted to reset myself for the beginning of the year. And I didn't want to start the year feeling in that way. So last week I did a 48-hour fast, just water. I did have some tea and I put lemon in my water. But the fasting, puts me in control of who I am, not allowing the body to dictate myself. The body can tell you when you're hungry, eating sugar and all this kind of stuff. So doing the fast and me being back in control and telling the body what to do and the mind what to do definitely helps me out. It strengthens me and it gives me discipline to be in control. My body feels better. My cravings definitely stop after I do the fast. My energy increases. My joints feel better. My back feels better. My mind feels clear. So it's just lots of benefits. Autophagy is happening. I'm cleansing out the old. I'm removing the damaged cells. Obviously, we know that insulin drops because from all the sugar, it's elevated, then it stores into fat. And once it drops, it removes it from the fat. And then, we use the ketones start being used. And obviously, those ketones are a natural source of energy. So bringing down that insulin from the fast is really important to so that our body could produce that. And I could just feel how it actually renews me. I can feel it as the days go by. And I love that feeling. It makes me feel like a completely different person. It's honestly, I guess you could kind of compare it to giving your car an oil change. Just doing it for the human body. And then, so yeah, I did it last week and I did it this week as well. I'm going to try to do it every week. I want to implement it again, just because of all the benefits. And for everybody, it's different. So I'm not telling you to fast. I'm just sharing what works for me and how I do it. Sometimes, so basically last week I ended up stopping a little shorter because I wasn't feeling as well. I just ended up getting my period, so everything like goes differently when your body is in that change. I had woken up with like pressure in my head, headache. Obviously my salt was low as well, and I wanted to go over the 48 hours, but I ended up stopping it because I wanted to listen to my body. I've been fasting for quite some time, so I can gauge myself. So yeah, as I said, it's not something that I'm telling you guys to do. I'm just saying it really works for me, and I have been playing around with it for many years, and I could just obviously feel all the benefits from it, and I definitely want to keep implementing it. So yeah, it's just what I wanted to share for today. If you're interested in doing it, do your research. And you know, I also had done the intermittent fasting as well. I haven't really been doing it because my schedule's been so off. It's kind of hard for me to be on a consistent fasting, I guess, for that. But I kind of do it to a certain degree. I try not to eat after 8 p.m. no matter what. And then, but yeah, as I said, basically from like 24 beyond, like 36 is a good mark for me. 48 is where I kind of cut it off for right now. We'll see what happens in the future. The more you do it, obviously, the more your body adapts. So yeah, for me, it's really taking control of my mind and my body and kind of dictating it, because your body wants so many things, especially like cravings, and telling you when to eat when you're hungry, and having control and you being kind of like the dictator of your body and telling it what to do is for me, it gives me strength. It gives me clarity, and just knowing everything that it does. It helps me mentally, emotionally, and obviously physically. And it just reminds me of discipline, and it's just so good for the brain and everything overall. So yeah, just wanted to share that with you guys. If you have any comments or anything, just place them below. Remember that growth takes work, but it's worth it. Let's keep strengthening our mind, body, and soul. And if this message inspired you, please like and subscribe.